The truth is that during 2021 and before he started posting to become an influencer, TJR was actually online begging for
What
trade
is it?
alerts, asking for
Trade alerts? Gang. Have you entered yet? We still looking for a pullback? Will re-enter it? Ah,
profit
hell
targets
no.
and when to enter or close trades, which wouldn't be a big deal if not for being
Yo,
5
that's
months
crazy.
after the dates on this screenshot and his supposed massive profits as an established, consistent, and successful trader. But this is the secret that's been hidden until today, which
Whoa,
exposes
whoa, 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 whoa. A voice memo? Is that his real name? Tyler Riches? That's crazy.
TJR as a
A voice
fake
memo
guru
is
and
crazy.
failed trader.
You just give me however much you're willing to, like, I guess, give me, and then I put it into my broker, and then I just set up an account for you, and then I'll tell you what app to download. It's called MetaTrader 4, and then I'll give you the account number and then the investor password. And I'm giving you the investor password because people do this kind of often, where they let other people trade for them. So the investor password pretty much just makes it so you can't place trades on the account, but you can see everything that's happening so you don't get scammed.
At the end of 2021 and going into 2022, TJR was convincing his college friends to lend him money
Hold on, let's read this shit, bro. Let's hold on. We gotta read this. What did he say? So also, I might be interested in a funded account. Oh, so he's basically selling a funded account. Okay, 10K a month. 10K a month, gang. 10K a month if we did a 200K funded account. 10K a month just chilling is crazy.
to use for trading, obviously with the goal of sharing and splitting the earned profits. On this one, he even said you would honestly get 10K a month. But
That's
unfortunately for
crazy.
Tyler's friends, the self-proclaimed successful trader from 9 months before this couldn't deliver on his promises. And apparently, he never paid them back after losing their money trading. Well,
What?
except for one of them. And you almost couldn't write
Hold
a better
on.
story about how it all went
Where the 10K at, bro? That's 1.5K.
down. Frank was one of the
What?
people who gave TJR money for trading, and this particular message was sent many months after that money had been lost. It's clear that TJR made it seem like Frank would get his money back, yet TJR would switch between ghosting him or apparently pretending like Frank's messages were disappearing. Sure. So after growing tired of this treatment, Frank decided to take it up a notch by directly contacting TJR's family in a group chat and explaining how their successful day trader's son lost all of Frank's money. It was obviously the right move because on
Making a group chat with the family is crazy.
July
What?
19th, 2022, Frank
That's
finally got
wild.
his money back. And just 3 weeks after that refund, on August 11th, TJR made his first posts on TikTok posing as a successful day trader and crypto
Hmm.
expert. And to top it off, he even used that MetaTrader screenshot of $100,000 in profit from March of 2021 as a starting point to get attention.
You know you're not profitable, bruh. Stop posting that bullshit. Do you not feel guilty? You're a fucking liar, bro.
But now that the secret is out about his real trading and the money he lost his friends, which remember was happening after the supposed trades on this screenshot, it's easy to see why he turned to social media. Because luckily for this failure of a trader, it only took 1 month to finally figure out how to make money. Not by trading, but by selling a private Discord server with trade
Bro.
alerts.
The reason why I made a Discord, like, come on. If people like
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. Hold on. You telling me this man has a whole video?
what
The
I'm talking about or want
bro, he's telling you you're the method and you bought that shit?
to
Hold
know the
on.
trades that I'm taking to be a profitable day trader and they are willing to pay for that, why would I not do that, you know? People make signal groups, mentorships, and whatever to make money.
Sure.
Duh.
It's important to truly understand the gravity of the timeline and the fact that TJR has built his entire empire and following on a foundation of lies and failed trading accounts, which becomes public information today. Understand that he started his social media journey just 3 weeks after his family forced him to refund a friend whose money he lost trading, and he started selling trade alert signals on a private Discord server just 1 month later. And look at this video from July
Month?
of 2025.
Everything starts going my way. And this is kind of when you guys find out about me, essentially, where I've been trading consistently for around like a year and a half. I'm making good money from it.
He claims that when he started
Gang. You are not making good bread off that shit, bro. Stop lying, bro.
Posting online, he had been successful for
What?
around a year and a half. Successful traders don't have to ask friends for money to trade, and they certainly don't lose all of it. Of course, there was no way for people to know all of this back when TJR sold his first Discord server. But the unfortunate reality is that most influencers aren't successful traders. But even if they were, the information they sell is already online for free. Skip ahead.
Alright, I ain't gonna lie. One thing that I never thought was gonna happen is ICT getting exposed, bro. But basically every trader, I didn't know he was a scammer, but I knew he was a scammer, bro. If you watch his video right here, crazy work. I'm pretty sure he's a scammer too, bro. But ICT, so many people follow him.
Even if they were,
Like, watch the ICT video. I ain't gonna lie to you.
the
Watch the ICT
information they
video. You
sell
need
is
to.
already online for free. Skip ahead 2 years, and a paying student from TJR's $4,000 mentorship made a video proving this, which resulted in TJR getting a lawyer to send them a cease and desist letter demanding it be deleted. And if you, the letter recipient and creator of this video, are watching, just know these demands are complete BS and a bully tactic. And if you, TJR, are considering something like this for me, my lawyer already has a response prepared. So let's take a look at the highlights of what TJR wanted hidden from the public. First of all, I understand the desire to follow and believe in someone, especially since a lot of TJR viewers are younger, which I'll get to later. He's funny, entertaining, and puts on a very authentic persona. So I'm sorry, genuinely.
I ain't gonna lie, if I bought a $7,000 course and I wake up to trade, bro, like I don't know what session he be trading, but let's say it's in the morning, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. I wake up to trade. He hits this shit, gang, bro. Nah, I'm gonna need that refund,
But now
gang.
you know what was really going on behind
What?
the scenes, and it's going to get far worse
What?
from here. According to this student, the mastermind class was advertised as a 30-day training with personalized mentoring from TJR and a limited enrollment of 30 spaces. However, the student says there were actually more than 500 people in the class, that there was no one-on-one mentoring, and that TJR sent a total of 2 messages on the server. They also say the
Damn.
only time people could really interact with him was briefly at the end of his presentations to the entire group, which the student says were just reworded from the free bootcamp series. Constantly seeing stuff like that over the years is why I built Imantrading.org, to prove it can all be learned for free, and I've never sold a single course, mentorship, or private
I ain't gonna lie. Check this motherfucker out. He been like exposing everybody, bro,
community. This is the
that I
proudest and
used
most
to
important
watch.
work of
You
my
feel me?
life to help aspiring traders, and this page
W.
has detailed instructions on every phase of the learning journey. You'll never buy something after going through it because you'll understand the 2 possible paths to profitability, what that means for how to succeed, and exactly what you must do next. That will show you how to
Shit.
extract value from all online trading content.
And to tell you guys that the free stuff is all you need.
Anyways, did you know that 500 people times 4,000 is $2 million? I assume the mastermind followed the same price as the
Whoa, he made you charge people 4 bands just to scam them? I ain't gonna lie, bro. People
blueprint, but who knows?
people gonna pay money for anything, bro. 4 bands to watch someone who's not even a profitable trade
With
is
all these
crazy.
repackaged, rebranded courses. Could be
Wild.
even more than
Not
that,
gonna
since
lie.
this guy says TJR charged him $7,500.
Hold on. What?
That scale.
I ain't gonna lie.
44. Prompted.
Bruh.
Foundations.
TJR is obsessed with money, and being rich is his brand. So, if he's actually a successful trader, how come all this wealth flaunting only started after selling courses? Yeah, this video could have been 10 seconds long if you just stop and go, oh, yeah, good point. That exposes anyone who
crazy.
behaves like this, especially ICT, who lived in a rundown townhome 15 years into being a trader until he sold mentorships. See here
That's crazy.
how purchasing the mastermind got you a free funded account at TJR's prop firm?
Swaggy C just left his own prop firm for the reason that I've been telling you guys this entire time. He didn't have any of the decision making. And that is why I created my own prop firm without these people. The fact that I can sit here and say that a company that I built has been able to pay out profitable traders.
He made it very clear early on that he was in control of this company. However, it wasn't long until, oh, what's this? Foreshadowing? Well, you're watching one of one's Discord server get deleted in real time because they ended up rug pulling the entire user base and causing thousands of traders to lose money. That includes people who didn't get refunded, as well as those who earned payouts that were never given. And while TJR had publicly left the company before this happened, those who traded there at the time would tell you that the problems began long before his departure. And remember, people were using this firm because of him and his influence. Not sure if it's the case here, but this is particularly devastating for people outside of the US, where something like $7,000 is an incredibly significant amount of money. So what is TJR doing, literally as I write this? Doing a photo shoot with the cash he earned off the backs of those who believed in him, which makes him the coolest guy according to 12-year-olds and brain-dead that's wow. And then he went to the casino. This person, along with many others, paid for the mastermind partially because it included a 100K account at One of One funding. Unrelated, but according to him, TJR's assistant on the Discord abused his power and intentionally leaked a paying member's address.
Bro, what? They had your bro, hell no.
Which you can see blurred in this screenshot. Absolutely unhinged
Swiss
Discord
cheese.
moderator behavior. This person and others tried to get a refund directly from TJR due to One of One shutting down, but they were unsurprisingly denied. So they went to WAP, the platform that hosts course sellers like TJR, and one person supposedly had a refund approved. However, others who tried it later were denied. And as punishment for attempting to get a refund, this person no longer has access to TJR's course or the Discord. Find a way to explain how this isn't just getting scammed, because not only did he not get his money back, but now he can't see or interact with any of the things he paid for. That's crazy. This isn't from me, but it goes...
Gang, this is crazy. I used to watch TJR. He was one of the reasons I got into trading, you feel me? But I didn't follow him. I don't even do crypto. But like, what?
Goes over even more about how everything went down with the firm, and it alleges some pretty damning stuff. For example, some smart members caught them manipulating payouts by sending crypto to fake accounts. TJR actually has One of One in his bio on X, which I find odd. And while we're here, his location says out the trenches. Call me a hater, but I'm not sure that applies when your family owns a private school in California, they paid for everything for you growing up, and one of your toughest
Your pops owns a private school, gang. You're not in the trenches,
battles was about getting a job because you were losing all of your money trading. TJR posted this in 2023, talking about scams and imagining what the bigger crypto influencers get paid to promote them. Well, when working on this video,
I've actually gotten a crypto scammer hit me up, you feel me, to promote their like AI trading bot. And then another crypto motherfucker, bro, hell no. I was like, hell no. I'm not trying to be like this.
I gathered
And I'm not
every
even
tweet
big,
I could
bro.
find from him that mentioned a coin.
Crazy.
Obviously, for stuff like
This.
Now, I'm not saying he made money from all of those, or this, or that he was personally involved in the orchestration of their giant collapses in value where all but a few lucky people and scammers lost everything.
Yo, imagine you pay 7 bands to get rug pulled, bro. Oh my god.
Or that they all certainly resemble what a pump and dump would look like.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying that, but during the first month of making this video, I saw him post this, so I bookmarked it for later because I didn't want to read it all in one sitting. And then boom, the whole thing turned out to be a scam and everybody got rug pulled. Well, except the rug pullers who are now millionaires. And don't forget about the influencers who got paid to promote it, which, oh, hey, it's TJR. This person tracked the wallet and claims TJR received $45,000 for the promotion. Now, I understand that promoting a scam to his viewers might upset some of you, but you have to remember that these watches don't pay for themselves. And we'll get to that online casino in just a minute. According to Trader Dune, who wrote many words and added several pictures, he tracked TJR's wallet and alleged that he bought a coin the day before publicly promoting it, then sold it shortly after the promotion for profit. As usual, the coin then fell 99%. And of course, there are more examples like this one, but it's just the same story over and over
Right.
again. The influencers enter positions, promote it, you put your money in, and then they sell the positions and take what you deposited. The only difference in almost every crypto
I ain't gonna lie though. Buying Diddy Party, gang. You bought a Diddy coin like you deserve.
project is how
You
much effort
deserve
the
that shit,
creators
bro.
put
What are you
into
buying?
pretending like it's not a scam.
Baby oil?
Dev sold? What's happening? Why isn't
What?
Hello.
3 holders? Oh! Wait, let it cook. That might be from us, though. Only 3 holders. It's literally just us. Oh! Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line! Hold the line!
I'm out. Next candle.
Get out, get out, get out, get out!
What? Hold on, bruh. Oh, bro. Listen to what he just said, bro. What?
Come on, Diddy's baby oil! I'm in that bitch! Diddy's baby oil! Diddy's baby oil! Diddy! 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 We're holding Diddy! Oh my god! Sell Diddy Party! Yeah! Buy the Diddy Party!
Be honest, could you afford the following auto repairs? Blown motor?
Yo.
Perhaps a ruined transmission? I mean, simply replacing
So-
the can cost you north of $800.
He's a rug puller, gang? Gang. Bro.
TJR
No
sent
hate, no hate,
Rippington
bro.
about
No
this
hate.
coin on March 31st at almost the very top, and 2 weeks later, this person says they lost 50K because of him.
50 bands? Oh, hell no.
No point in continuing to show more examples, although
Hell
this one gave
no.
me some insight into just how far gone some
Crazy,
people are in the crypto space, saying that shilling meme coins is what they want. The point is that crypto scammers are bottom tier human beings. To them, you're not even a person with bills to pay or people to support. You're a juicy little cow to extract milk from, and you need to wake up because influencers like TJR are not your friends. And if he's willing to pump and dump his own audience, which made this tweet of his age poorly, of course he has no problem with getting paid enormous amounts of money to livestream gambling through online crypto casinos.
Bang! Bang! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Watching TJR for entertainment is totally understandable, but it's particularly shameless
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me personally, I think. Hold on. Oh, y'all can't even see. I'm tripping. Look. Me personally, bro. This reaction right here is fake.
Oh my god!
gambling
Look,
through.
peep.
Of course he
This
has no
shit fake.
problem with getting paid enormous amounts of money to
He is
live stream
forced,
gambling
gang.
through online crypto
Look.
casinos.
Peep this.
Bang! Bang! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Watching TJR for entertainment is totally understandable, but it's particularly shameless considering
Oh
how
my
young on
God.
average
Stupid
TJR's
that.
audience is, and he knows it. I've never once
Yo.
considered making a video on helping kids bypass age laws on trading and opening brokerage accounts, but he knows his audience and what they want.
You gotta say, Mom, Dad, I just need your ID.
POV, you showed millions of teenagers how they can change their lives. Earlier, we saw this person claiming TJR got 45K to promote what turned out to be a scam, which I'm bringing
Yup.
up again because Shuffle is the casino he's sponsored by, so your money went to a good cause. There's only one remaining piece about his entire success story that hasn't been exposed so far, and that's about the profit he said he made from crypto.
Also, when that money started to go up in crypto, I was able to finally start to get the hang of the day trading thing and able to start making like pretty sustainable money for myself. I was able to start rotating money that I was making from trading into crypto, and that just kept going higher and higher. As you guys know, the COVID bull run was just absolutely ridiculous. Some people may call me lucky, but I was putting in the volume, putting in the repetitions in order to put myself in a lucky situation. Again, I started the crypto shit when I was in high school. I started the trading shit when I was in high school. Oh, he hit it big on this coin. You didn't see the 500 fucking other coins that went to zero where I literally was sitting there fucking crying because that was the money that I had to pay for food for that day. They got lucky because it was just this one thing, but they don't look at all the losses that it took to be able to get lucky on that one opportunity.
First of all, you just heard him make several claims about making money through trading, but we know at that time that was a lie because of his old college friends. However, let's
True.
assume that he really did make a lot of money with crypto. What do you call putting your money into 100 coins that go to zero, going into debt, constantly losing your money, losing your friends' money trading, and then claiming to have made it all back and more in one big move?
Oh yeah, by the way, this screen right here is because YouTube took down the old video, I think. So you have to take
Yes,
these
that's
fucking
called
clips out.
gambling. But you can't
But
sell
fuck it.
luck. Only strategies sell Trade Alert Discords or a new course and mentorship every year. If Tyler was born just a couple years earlier or ahead, then his entire so-called success with crypto wouldn't exist because it wouldn't have been timed up with the bull run. The only reason he made money is because everything went up. That's not
Yo.
skill, that's not patience, that's not picking the right coins, that's luck. There was no strategy.
Some people may call me lucky, but I was lucky.
Don't forget he was losing his friends' money trading after this. And don't forget he was online before he grew as an influencer, asking for trade alerts and how to trade. You think successful traders are following people and asking where to enter or where to put the profit target? TJR's crypto earnings here come down to timing and luck. And we're just assuming he isn't lying, since there's no proof about whether that even happened. It's the exact same thing that the trading channel did when he tried to claim his returns on Robinhood were from trading and based on the lessons he teaches in his paid course. I exposed him because guess what? These returns are literally just what the overall market did, not anything based off of a
Wait, that should look the exact same, gang. That shit, yo, what?
trading strategy. And he showed a
What?
period in time where the market only went up while acting like it was a strategy that got
I ain't gonna lie, 2.3 mil subscribers and he's scamming people.
him the
Crazy.
results. Timing is all
Crazy
it
work.
was, and there was no strategy involved. Anyways,
work.
did TJR at least eventually become profitable at trading? Well, that's a big question. And thankfully I got a ton of information after tweeting this, so let's go through the timeline. This one is from early in 2024 and refers to some point in 2023, just over a year after TJR's family forced him to refund the money he lost his friend trading. These Reddit users claim they were in TJR's paid Discord, and profitable appears to be the opposite of what they saw. This person from the same time referring to 2023's trading year said that for his live trading you could see the entries, stops, and take profits, but that he didn't specify the exact dollar amounts on the position. Doesn't take a genius to understand how easy it'd be to hypothetically manipulate your results by just claiming losses were on smaller positions and that wins were on bigger positions. This goes back to July of 2023, and the person claims that TJR had one break-even month, that the rest were negative, and that the live streams stopped shortly after. And unfortunately,
Whoa, hold on. What? Gang. One break even month. You pay 7 bands. He didn't even have a winning month. Come on, bro.
this person also lost
I ain't
money
gonna lie.
due to TJR's prop firm shutting down.
What
TJR
the fuck?
actually posted this a couple months later, which is a screenshot from what he calls a regulated brokerage, although this is what happens when you click the link, since it fails to load anything. I made this video on my second channel in 2023 talking about how sketchy offshore unregulated brokers are and that I would never partner with one, which just so happened to show TJR taking the deal I turned down. Well, that brokerage was like, hey, I'll give you a ton of money if you promote us. And I was like, no, I hate money. I've recommended NinjaTrader since 2021 because they're the best and an actual real regulated US-based company for futures. Learn more about them and their free sim trading on my site.
Ad mid video game. Wow.
Integrity isn't an issue for TJR, and the point here is that this offshore broker, who I won't be naming, but you could find out, was allegedly caught speaking to an influencer and telling them that they can make a demo account appear as if it's real. This does not mean that TJR might have taken advantage of this to share trading performance that was manipulated with a sim account and not real. It just means this is who he partnered with. Fast forward to September of 2025 and it's a new unregulated offshore CFD broker, and I have no idea if this is a different one, but there's also this at the moment. Whenever you hear about some big scam in trading and people losing their deposits in a brokerage, it's because offshore brokers aren't insured or regulated. That doesn't happen with something like NinjaTrader. But the reason influencers partner with offshore brokers is because of the fat paychecks they get, the one that I turned down. Plus, as you saw here, offshore brokers can sort of do whatever they'd like, which includes helping out those who partner with them. Just for fun, I decided to Google the address that this brokerage has on their website to see where they were located. And apparently all of these offshore brokers use the exact same address, which is why they all came up in the search.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. We got Max Rich. Are these all like scammers?
Results. Maybe it's just funny to me,
Scammers,
since I don't
gang. The
associate the
same
seriousness
address
of a
is
brokerage and
crazy.
trading company with a tiny building that countless offshore brokerages register their address to. And even though I understand it's just an address, I like the idea
True.
that Wings and Tings is comparable in size to more than 15 forex trading companies combined. And between these two locations, I only trust Wings and Tings with my money. Shout out to my St. Lucia viewers.
Okay.
Crazy. We got another ad, bro.
Wait, were you even listening? You haven't taken a single note this entire meeting.
Are you
Alright,
taking
last
note?
thing about 2025
Are
and
you
TJR
taking the
live
note?
streaming is from
Holy
Tommy's video,
shit.
which you should watch after this for more info. It shows tons of examples of how his live trading is actually just using the projection tool on TradingView. Those are not real trades. That is essentially a drawing on a chart. But hold on, because there's far more to get into regarding that. So, what about his live streams and trading right now? Well, January 26th, 2026 is when I looked into that, which is the day of this stream. He's currently short 5 contracts of NQ with a stop loss here and a profit target down there. This trade just happens to lose for around $2,550.
I ain't gonna lie. Gang, why would you not try to hop in here for a long? I mean, double bottom. I guess down wicks and shit like that. Okay, I mean up wicks.
Target down there. This trade just happens to lose for around $2,550. No big deal. Every strategy has losses. Not the point here. However, this is the amount he says he loses.
Lost $27,920 from that.
The amount is different because apparently he takes these trades on other accounts.
Bro, he's on a 1 minute time frame. I ain't gonna lie. If you trade, you know that shit is hard to be profitable in a 1 minute time frame. Like 5 minute, 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, and then you got the daily. Those shits goated. But the 1 minute, like most likely he's
that
not
we don't
profitable.
see
I ain't
on
gonna
the
lie.
stream. This is from a completely different day, but
Most
it demonstrates
likely
that
he's
TJR
not.
shows the real amount he won or lost, not the number that TradingView says. The only catch is that this is a journaling app. It's not a broker statement or dashboard from a prop firm. Now, there's no proof that I know of that TJR just makes up whatever number he wants to put in the journaling app he uses as a substitute for an actual regulated brokerage. But this method of self-reporting your real P&L is certainly an easy way to fake performance. And I understand that I'm teaching someone how to easily fake live streaming results, which people think is bulletproof, but just use a journaling app where you can input your own data and make sure to occasionally inflate the size of some winning trades. It's so easy. I'm not saying TJR does this, but it's important to teach people just how easy trading is to fake. Even if TJR was the greatest trader of all time, you still wouldn't need to pay for anything. And as I said, I did not cherry pick
These
this
faces
live
is
stream. It's the very first one I
crazy.
watched. So, see what happens and decide if you think that this is how real and long-term successful traders act when they lose a trade.
Oh, I'm in the way.
Fucking lose my shit.
I'm in the way. Let's watch this shit though. You feel me? Like come on, bro. Come on, gang. Come on, gang. Let's watch this shit, bro. First off, me and you know that's a fake reaction, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Me and you know that's a fake reaction. Fake.
I'm actually going to, like, fuck someone up, bro. There's no way I just sat on this bullshit ass price action for the past hour 45 minutes just to get stopped out by some retarded shit like that, bro. How the fuck?
All I'm going to
The
say is that
end.
emotional and unprofitable traders
The end might have been real, but at the start, that shit was
react
fake.
to losses far differently than the pros who understand that one day is meaningless in the grand scheme of long-term profitability. All strategies have trades and days that lose. And
True.
obviously, someone needs to tell TJR to watch his own psychology videos, especially this one that will apparently turn you profitable by controlling your emotions. And again, I
Right.
understand that a lot of people just watch for entertainment. This is the only time in my history of exposing people where gathering clips and doing research wasn't pure agony. And he can pretty much do and say whatever he wants because his target audience for selling courses to or dumping crypto on is among the, vulnerable and easily manipulated or influenced, which many will grow out of at some point, because gullible doesn't always mean dumb. A lot of times it just means lacking in experience. TJR could come out and say he's unprofitable, and he would make more money because of the increased attention he'd get, which is a perfect time to bring up the Koenigsegg Regera.
Everyone wants me to buy the Koenigsegg.
That was TJR dropping the hard R
Whoa.
with some Koenigsegg wordplay.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Replay that shit. Hold on. What? Did I hear that shit, gang? Wait a minute.
And voluntarily uploading it, by the way.
Wait a
which I'll
minute.
get to in a minute. He knows how to get attention and is a highly skilled engagement baiter. You could even say he's a master at it. But first, look at anything he does later, which I'll with
I want to hear that shit
increased
again.
attention he'd get, which is a perfect time to bring up the Koenigsegg Regera.
Everyone wants me to buy the Koenigsegg.
That was TJR dropping the hard R.
That's crazy. Yo, he could just drop that
with
shit
some
like that.
Koenigsegg
Is he black?
wordplay and voluntarily uploading
Hard R
it,
is
by the way,
crazy.
which I'll get to in a minute.
Hard
He
R
knows
is
how to
crazy.
get attention and is a highly skilled engagement baiter. You could even say he's a
Not gonna lie.
master at it. But first, look at anything he does, like his Instagram reels. Nobody else is putting TJR gets rage baited by the biggest candle at market open.
Oh my god!
And getting this many views at this frequency of uploading. At least not in the trading space. TJR put his Koenigsegg on the line for a 1v1. 1 million views. Just like that. I like this picture. I find it funny. You're welcome. And the discussion about whether this car is rented or not has generated millions of views for TJR. And any attention is good attention for him because he's not exactly trying to target Harvard graduates. He gets attention by saying he bought it, and he gets even more by saying that it got repoed or that it was rented. When your target audience thinks you're legit because you drive an expensive car, you can do whatever you'd like. He's playing chess while the people arguing on both sides are playing checkers. Oh no! Almost 10 million views on just 2 YouTube shorts that exposed TJR for renting it. I'm glad that the vulnerable YouTube shorts target audience will see a well-made video that exposes the truth and makes it clear why you shouldn't buy his courses. Yeah, just kidding. Those are just shorts channels that make clips out of TJR content and redirect you to his website to buy the trading course. There are over 300 million views between these 2 channels alone, only on YouTube Shorts. Think about that. This is just
That's
one
a lot.
platform. He has
That's a lot.
armies of clippers across every platform, all redirecting to whatever his newest course is. And I don't know how he actually pays them or what the agreement is, but this is a picture of the so-called TJR clipping blueprint. He really likes that word. Here's 4 more clip channels that have over 200 million views. And here's a couple more. He wins no matter what because any attention is good when his target audience only cares about expensive cars. But at least my video will prevent many aspiring traders from falling down the fake guru rabbit hole. I know I can't help everyone, but I also know I've prevented millions of dollars from going to fake gurus. Haha. Anyways, I'm not going to waste my time talking about how this car sure looks like the one at Cario, who is a dealership that leases cars to influencers, or that you can check Carfax on this.
Wait a minute. Whoa. The Koenigsegg is fake? The Koenigsegg is fake?
Guru rabbit hole. I know I can't help everyone, but
That
I
shit
also know I've
fake?
prevented millions of dollars from going to fake gurus.
Hold on.
Anyways, I'm not going to waste my time talking about how this car sure looks like the one at Cario.
The
who is a
Koenigsegg
dealership
is
that
fake.
leases cars to influencers, or that you can check Carfax on this, or that you can look into the license plate, or that you can use the chassis number 7226 to confirm what.
That shit fake. That shit fake, gang. That shit fake, gang.
That you can look into the
That
license
shit
plate, or that you
fake.
can use the chassis number
What is that?
7226 to confirm which car this is, or that you can use all of that to confirm the Carfax chassis number, Cario, and TJR connection, because guess what? It doesn't matter. TJR is unbelievably rich and could easily afford this car. I wouldn't be surprised if he took this route just to get more attention. None of it matters, because you need to think about whether he has this because he's good at trading or because of his
The Koenigsegg is fake, gang?
courses and other income streams, since he had none of this stuff after his self-proclaimed years of successful trading. He's even now selling indicators that are all just tiny variations of free stuff you can find on TradingView. So embarrassing. And yes, I put an email into his blueprint sign up just to see what kind of goodies he'd send me, which turns out to be something every single day. Every day there's a new email about trying to get you to buy his course and now indicators. Maybe I'll go through the most pathetic ones on my third channel at some point. He might even use the same emailing company as Casper SMC, the fraud. Also, signing my name up as Fart will never not be funny. But like, what could this email possibly be about? I know I could click on it, I'm not going to.
Fart is
Anyways,
crazy.
it's time to talk about the N-word.
Everyone wants me to buy the Koenigsegg. No.
Will you say the N-word right now?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me? Yeah! Say nigga! I ain't even gonna get mad. I'm young, black, I'm black!
I frequently say the N-word. Yes, nigga.
You got grilled cheese and like hot dogs and chicken tenders.
You know who else probably likes some chicken tenders?
Nope.
Why is he sitting like that? Why is bro sitting like that, bro? What the fuck?
While I may have accidentally
the
laughed while
fuck?
putting those clips together, mostly because of the pure absurdity and audacity of
crazy.
TJR, there's no better way to summarize this than than by playing a TikTok I found. I'm going to do a voiceover to avoid music copyright, so just pretend it's not me who you're about to hear. It's not me, it's this guy.
So, for everyone who's mad about TJR saying the word, stop bitching. Like, why do you care
True.
what another grown-ass man says? Oh, he's racist.
True.
He has millions of dollars.
Parents of children who play Roblox.
Oh.
If your child was sexually exploited, abused, or
Alright, and with that being the worst possible take ever, I'll leave it up to you guys to have one of those famously civil, considerate, and reasonable YouTube comment discussions that always ends in a thoughtful resolution of opposing values based on a mutual understanding of the experiences unique to each person and how we're outwardly different, yet still very much the same on a fundamental level. Perhaps you'll even solve world peace while you're at it.
Let's get started in high. Let's get it started in hell. Oh, let's get it started in high. Let's get it started in hell.
We see the 15-minute S&T divergence. Where did I go wrong? No liquidity sweep. Stupid.
What the fuck is it?
I'm like pricing that.
Yo, what the
We had a break
fuck?
of structure, but
Yo.
the SMT hadn't formed yet.
I rent my set jet on 4PF on GDK. Come up on my block. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yo. These clips is wild, bro.
Minutes. Just minutos.
I get that TJR is entertaining and obviously appealing to his younger audience, which remember is who he's targeting and is why the short form clip armies have been so successful. Me, a 26-year-old idiot, obviously also laughed while putting those clips together, but that's besides the point. Watch him for entertainment.
Bro.
Don't buy anything. He should have just been an IRL
What is
streamer
that?
instead of pretending like he was making money from trading, because he has unethically taken and is still taking millions of dollars from his fans. There are real financial consequences to trading. It's serious, and anyone who succeeds devotes an enormous amount of effort and time to it. People have ruined their lives trying to chase the numbers that fake gurus portray as easily attainable. Flaunting only starts after selling private communities. Still haven't figured that out. And don't forget that he built his entire courses.
Good at what you're prove. Try and profitable.
JR used to play the whole rags to riches story, and there's some type of clever line here about his name being Tyler Riches, but I don't care and want to finish this video. It's been 3 months. Really truthful.
California, that's a non-profit, so literally, like, you don't get any equity, you can't take any dividends.
But you
like,
understand how much money you need to do that?
No, it started out as a homeschool.
Hey Tommy, can we get a fact check on that?
Now Tyler's dad, Scott, per public records, he was paid $519,000 US. The tax return says that Sarah, mother of Tyler, and Kyle, uncle of Tyler, were all paid well over $100,000 as
Gang. Why you lying? Why? Dude, he got everything on this fucking video, bruh.
Alright, yeah, sounds more like it. Thanks, Tommy. I wouldn't have found that info because I got too distracted by his high school basketball highlights. Great steal, Tyler. Now pass it to your teammate. Oh my god. Bad, Tyler. Alright, that was a cheap shot, so here's a 3-pointer. Hooray! I just deleted like a 5-minute rant about how many comments I get of, "What about TJR?" on a video whose only purpose is to help you spot a fake guru, and TJR met all the criteria. But I need to justify the time I spent taking these screenshots, so here we are. I mean, just think about me screenshotting each one of these, one by one. Please? Thank you. Carry on. This is the profile bio from a YouTube commenter who was either defending TJR or asking about him, I don't remember, but I'd like to say that we were all kids once. I understand wanting to follow people as well as defending them. I used to do that too. This is not a single incident or me just cherry picking. Go on TJR videos and you'll see people worshiping him in the comments or talking about how young they are.
That's true,
like this
bro.
14-year-old girl who
That's
got laughed
true.
at by her mom for wanting to be a day trader. And I'm not making fun of someone for being young or diminishing how they feel, but this topic needs to be talked about because nobody else in trading has the influence that TJR does, or the appeal to children. Now obviously not everyone who falls for TJR and the fake gurus is either a child or dumb. The majority of people just have no reason to suspect anything nefarious. Here's a guy saying you won't get a video from me on TJR because TJR is great. He also said think for yourself. Huh. Thank you to everyone who reached out to me and made this video possible.
Crazy.
Learn for free on imantrading.org and don't buy courses or mentorships. I'm just gonna start yelling now, I think. Part of what beginners don't understand most about trading is how meaningless short-term performance is. It's a big part of why they defend fake gurus. They haven't even this week, okay? If you never paid attention in high school science class, or if it was never taught to you, which is understandable, then representative sample sizes need to be understood or you won't succeed. It's such a basic and core part of trading. You can read this if you want, or pages of edit or comment. Any talks like it exposes all third channel at some point. It even got a comment from TJR who loved it. But that sentiment was mysteriously missing from Tommy's video on TJR, and I probably won't get it either. And thankfully it seems like almost nobody in the noise person are you to his comment saved up to Bitcoin at school September 30th, 2025. And it just so happens to show a screenshot of TJR promoting a crypto coin going by XPL, which was posted on September 28th, 2 days before the upload. You want to know what happened to XPL?
What if instead of designing thumbnails, you could just paste your YouTube links into our AI and it would
he
create
does still
scroll-stopping
trade
thumbnails
crypto.
for
I
you?
don't know
Clickly
what
is
he's
the
talking
fastest
about.
way.
Yeah, breaking news.
Gang.
The
Gang.
thing that always happened again. Anyone who put their money in this because of TJR lost almost everything. What a joke. Bad one. Okay, I'm actually done with that, or I'll never stop. While I could make a joke about how you shouldn't be afraid of the failure rates in trading because this is who you're going against, the reality is that these people just aren't aware of how much money fake gurus make. I already showed that just one of TJR's countless paid courses and revenue streams made millions, and also that he can make whatever P&L up he wants, since it's not made clear beforehand on stream, as well as the fact that he seems to only use offshore brokers. Also, when TJR was far smaller than he is now, all the way back in 2023, he was ranked number 8 on WAP's leaderboard, which is the huge company that hosts enormous amounts of fake gurus, and I despise them. They benefit from all the fake gurus because that's how they make their money, by taking a cut of each payment for whatever new useless course someone wants to sell. Sure, they host...
Wait, so how do they like? Do they basically host everything, gang? And he just like the face of it? Is that what the hell? Like, bro, what?
legit people as well, but that changes nothing. Look at them glazing their precious cash cow with yet another YouTube video that acts like journalism, or at least something neutral, but is actually just an advertisement and funnel to a trading course. Oh wow, how interesting. Cario Motor Cars makes an appearance. Almost like they're all connected at the top and work together because you're the product. The exotic car lease companies, the course selling platforms, the course sellers, the offshore brokers that don't have to follow all the rules. Obviously it must have done well for selling more trading courses, which remember WAP earns a percentage of because TJR sells on their platform, since apparently we needed 2 videos on TJR. Damn dude, that's a really tough look. At least that's what I imagine the 14-year-old audience thinks when they're not busy watching edits like this one called TJR interacting with a girl. So will this video stop TJR from growing? Of course not, but it'll help an enormous amount of aspiring traders wake up, and that's all I can do. And I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes the generic trust nothing.
I have not
Alright, so we just, bro. TJR is a scammer, gang. And I'm not even like no hate to nobody, bruh. You feel me? You do your thing, whatever, bruh. Like he's successful at making content, but making trades, I don't know about that. But that is crazy because I used to watch, bro. I used to watch him. That's crazy. But if y'all want to check out all the other like people getting exposed, bruh, that's his what's this way? That is his YouTube channel, bro. Go check out all his videos. You're gonna see every trader on the internet is fake, basically. I ain't gonna lie, which is crazy. But yeah, do not buy no course. That's crazy.